And welcome.
Hi, welcome to another episode. This video is all about these hoopy black things that are held on with the goldy sticky things and the shiny pokey thing.
And they wear rubbery things, don't they?
They wear rubbery things, they're not the rubbery things.
No.
We're talking about wheels, and we're talking about carbon wheels. Now, as you probably know, maybe a few of you guys do, I used to have a BST carbon fibre wheels on my Honda. Obviously when I got this bad boy, looking to upgrade the wheels, because hopefully you'll agree with me here, wheels probably is the single largest thing you can do to increase the performance of your motorcycle in one foul swoop.
Definitely.
I'm glad you said that.
Obviously not, not including engine, but that's a lot of parts together, isn't it? But one single part.
Yeah.
Not only do these look sexy as Rachel Riley, but the effect is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm a big advocate of carbon wheels, always have been. And as you say, it was a natural thing to do with your carbon things here.
I don't actually like carbon fibre. I appreciate its material properties, but anyway. Yeah, so I mean, we're not just saying it's just carbon fibre wheels. Lightweight wheels ultimately improve the unsprung mass of the bike, and it improves handling, it improves braking, it improves acceleration, all of those things with one modification. Go on.
And gone are the years where carbon fibre is, or should be, perceived as dangerous or brittle.
Absolutely.
It's stronger now than any stock wheel.
Absolutely, completely agree.
By far. I mean, okay, we're not allowed to use magnesium in racing, but as a material, carbon fibre now is probably the best.
I wonder why, because they're still banned in racing, though, aren't they? Carbon wheels. A lot of race series.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to change soon, because the properties of this, just handling them, you can tell.
Just rubbing them.
Rubbing them, yeah. So these are the Dymag CA5 wheels, and we took them down to Jerez, or Jerez?
Jerez.
Jerez.
Yeah.
We took them down to Jerez and gave them a test directly against the stock wheel. So that was the stock R1 wheel, and swapped the discs, the
ABS
sensors that we kept forgetting about. So everything was a perfect match, including the tyres, which were the Bridgestone VO2 slicks. And here's some onboard footage.
I mean, the biggest thing for me was change of direction.
Yeah.
It doesn't take, you don't need to be a genius in science or physics to understand that the bike will turn quicker. And like particularly, so the biggest difference was turn 2, that tight right, and then that turn left. That there, it was effortless.
It's the tight chicanes, isn't it? I mean, and Jerez.
Not even the tight ones, but I think for me, the faster stuff, because you really got to muscle the bike from left to right.
That's true.
The faster stuff, when you have to chuck a bit of opposite steering, counter steering in. Obviously, the moment where you turn in the bike as well, it's quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's less gyroscopic mass, and you can feel it. The reason motorcycles stay upright is because the wheels are spinning like that, and the gyroscopic effect keeps it upright. So when you've got less of that weight spinning round, it's quicker to turn left and right. And yeah, absolutely, turn 2, 3, coming out of that hairpin at the bottom,
Yeah.
and then like getting out onto the gas and then turning it left, beautiful through there. Yeah, it's not only do they look fantastic, that you can have them on the road looking proper sexy, they are an absolute proper modification to a bike.
I think, you know, let's not, even though you are the world's biggest tart, I would agree that, okay, there's a massive amount of performance there, but especially in R1, when it's looking like this, it's a massive aesthetical upgrade as well.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely believe that everyone will benefit and feel the difference.
Oh,
but
yeah.
whether it's gonna, you know, it's not gonna give you 5 seconds a lap.
No.
But it's certainly, I mean, we were kind of like 1.2 seconds quicker.
It was 1.2 seconds quicker with the carbon wheels on, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a big difference when you're at his level of riding, because, you know, to get 1.2 seconds somewhere.
Just like that.
You've got to spend, fair enough, these are what? I think they're just over £2 grand.
Yeah.
So they're quite pricey, but you try and get 1.2 seconds out of £2 grand anywhere else on the bike.
Impossible.
You know, the exhaust system, that's £2 grand.
Yeah.
That's not going to give you 1.2 seconds. I don't believe it would.
I think the only thing that would give you 1.2 seconds is a World Superbike spec engine.
Yeah.
And amazing suspension.
Yeah.
And that's going to cost you probably 20 grand.
Yeah. So pound for pound, top mod. I mean, there are obviously other wheel brands available. We have the BSTs, OZs. They don't do carbons.
No, but they do some luscious.
Beautiful. That's what the.
What are they called? Pigiera
R's, I believe.
Yeah.
So those
Moto 2 wheels.
Oh. Yeah, and the MotoGP wheels. So, you know, it's not just about this particular set of wheels. Lightweight wheels ultimately is, and it's a maintenance-free top mod as well, because you just buy them, stick them in.
Yeah.
That's it.
You have to be a bit careful about changing tyres, don't you?
Well, this leads me on to my next point. This is why I personally prefer the Dymags to the BSTs, even though the finish on the BST is probably a little bit better. Like this is straight out the mould.
Yes.
So they're not lacquered, they're not refined. BST, they're a bit more money, but that's where the money goes. But the rim on this is much more substantial.
Definitely.
The amount of times I got my old wheels back from a track day company, like with little
flakes,
chips and flakes on it, and it's like, mate, they're like, you know, 2.5 gram wheels. So the robustness, I have more confidence in the integrity of this particular wheel.
So you haven't actually had the chance to ride them on the road yet, have you?
I have not ridden on the road, no.
But I mean, what do you think of them at Jerez?
I mean, yeah, as you say, the difference is clear. Now, it took me a bit of time to adjust to it, because obviously the benefits are there, like absolutely, we know it turns quicker, but there's also some other side effects that come with that. Like, this is a very light bike anyway, and it's rampant. So the front gets a bit lighter, so coming out onto the pit straight, keeping the front down then becomes a bit of a extra task, but super fun task. And it just generally feels, I'm not going to say unstable, but it feels just, it responds to much smaller inputs. So if you come off a bike with stock wheels and a stock sort of bike, you're kind of muscling it a bit more, whereas this is just a bit more delicate, which is fantastic. But when you first start riding it, it's a little bit like, whoa, hang on, this is like aggressive.
You do ride now and again. I've ridden lots of bikes with carbon wheels on, and now and again you will find a bike, whether it be Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki, Ducati, whatever, that you get on, you put lightweight wheels on, and it doesn't like it. You have to change the suspension and fuck around and do this and that. This, for me, I wouldn't have such a thing.
No. Well, then it's the electronic O-lins on the R1M as well, which
yes, true. That's very true.
You know, does do a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, loved it. Thank you for joining us on this lightweight wheel chat. And if there's any other bike mods you'd like us to look at, please let us know in the comments below.
Bye.
Don't forget, With 44 rewards, you can receive a 5% discount on these beautiful carbon fibre wheels from Dymag.